Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to go over my weekly stock picks for the week of April 11th through the 15th. Before we do, just to reiterate, not a financial advisor. Make sure that you do your own research before investing. Also, if you find value in today's video, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy our content, and hit the notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. Other than that, let's dive right on into it. All right, guys, so before going into the picks for this week, we're going to talk about a recap of last week. My picks were Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, and Zion Oil and Gas, ticker symbol ZNOG. Take a look at how they reacted this week. All right, guys, taking a look at Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, and overall for the week, we're down roughly about 6%. However, we did get to a high of about 11.50. I took profits about right here. On Monday, I bought in early and it shot up, sold, and then got back in actually around right here. Actually, about 10.60 I think is my average cost, and could have taken profits several times off of the trades. However, I know how volatile Tesla can be, and that's, I wasn't getting in to the stock for 20 to 30 bucks. I'm waiting for $300 to $500 to $800 on a swing. Like I took profits on here for this trade here. I'd actually been holding it here. My average cost was about $1,000, and then I sold higher up, for that swing. So I'll be waiting. Hopefully for next week it'll pop back up, and can take some profits on it and then look to re-enter again. My longer term outlook on this stock, I'll tell you a little bit later in the video. Zion Oil and Gas was up about 6% for the week. We got a high of 14 cents. And the good thing is the volume started picking up on this stock, okay, which is great. And that's what we need. We need a lot of volume as far as buying pressure to propel this stock higher and make it start moving. We did get an update on Thursday, which we had a lot of people that were excited about the update. If you hadn't seen the update, it's popping up in the right-hand corner of your screen. Make sure and take a look at that if you're unfamiliar with the update. All right, guys, so my picks for this week, again, is Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, CEI, and DraftKings, okay? All three of these are pretty much based on setups, okay? And I think that Tesla, as volatile as it is, we could see a little bit more downside all the way to 1,000. However, I think that we're going to start moving higher this week. And, as as quick as it falls down, it could easily shoot straight back up. I saw it go from like $10.30 all the way to $10.70, and then right back down to $10.40 in one day. It was in the span of a few hours, so it's kind of crazy. But like I said, I'm holding for this one until we get back to around the 1100 mark. Probably take some profits and look to re-enter again. Longer term outlook on this thing is to continue swinging it weekly and taking profits on it, and then whenever they do announce when the annual shareholder meeting will be, if someone knows when that is, please leave it in the comment section below so we can add it to the calendar and watch it. But basically, they're probably going to announce the stock split. They're going to do the vote for one. They're going to ask the shareholders to vote on if we want to do a stock split or not. And I'm going to assume that yes, it's going to happen. And I think when they announce when the annual shareholder meeting is, I think we could see some traction come leading up to the meeting. And possibly it could dump down prior to the meeting because people will be scared of, oh my God, maybe, maybe this thing don't go through. And then I think it will go through. And then once the stock split is confirmed, I'm basically going, really heavy on Tesla, and I'm going to ride it up until a couple of weeks or a week prior to when the stock split's going to happen. Okay. Then I'm going to take profits there because I think the price will increase significantly like it did the last time. And once the stock split happens, the price is going to shoot back down and give other investors an opportunity to get in at lower prices. And that's whenever I'll come back in and buy in, and I'm going to hold for the long term and wait for it to double, triple, okay, and go from there. So anyway, CEI, we're going to look at the charts, and DraftKings as well on these two stocks to take a look and see what they're telling us. But I think both of them are providing some really good setups for us on some swings for a weekly swing play. And on the watch list, guys, I'm going to add Zion Oil and Gas again. I'm not quite there yet to say hey, we're taking off next week, okay? Just not there yet. I want to see that we have another good week in the market on it. We didn't get a significant move on it, but the volume's starting to pick up. We'll look at the charts on this as well, like we do always, but until we get like a press release, I don't see us really moving significantly higher. We can maybe slowly start trickling up, but I don't see like a big explosion until we get some type of big press release. And I'm hoping that's at the annual shareholder meeting. Probably that'll be maybe June, July, if I remember right when that was. And of course, I got you on that. We're going to do a recap. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts, guys, on all these picks in this watch list stock, and let's see what they're telling us. Okay, guys, looking at Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. And as you see here, we got a high of 1156 on that last little spike up, and then we've been falling down. We have found support here once off of about 1,000, right over 1,000, actually about 1029. We're right now at about 1025. This is our major support level here, and I think that we're going to bounce off of it, because once we get down low, we're going to be undervalued, and we're pretty close to undervalued now. I think that we're going to spike back up and retest this $1,100 mark this upcoming week, and whenever we do, that's whenever I'm cashing out and taking profits, because right now I just to be honest, I don't fully trust it yet. I think that we could see some more downside on it, but of course that could also go the other way. It could get some type of good news and all of a sudden propel this thing back to like $1,200. You just never know. So that's why I'm looking to swing trade this thing on a weekly basis. Okay, buy it whenever it's undervalued, sell it when it's overvalued. Very, very simple strategy that I'm going with this stock here. Next up is Camber Energy, ticker symbol CEI, and this stock here has been beat down. We're pretty much in undervalued territory now. A little cautious here because we crossed underneath that red SMA line, which signals that we typically will see some more downside. However, every time that we do that, we usually recover. So you see here we crossed below, popped our head up. We crossed below, we stayed there for quite a while, and all of a sudden we recovered, and then now we're crossing below it again. I think that we'll see a temporary recover on this stock. We're currently trading at about 76 cents. I think we could easily get to about 85 to 90 cents sometime this week, and it doesn't mean that we're going to stay there though. So when it gets to overvalued, make sure that you take profits on that or set a tight stop loss, because you don't know really what's going to go with this stock. Longer term, I would say that this actually is a really good play, and I think that you're going to see eventually it get back to the $4 or $5 mark. Just not sure exactly when that's going to happen. That's why I recommend more of a swing play strategy for you here. DraftKings is another one that we are we're in an undervalued territory, and again, very, very cautious on it because we're trading below the red SMA line. We could see as low as about $15, and if we do, then that's where I would probably go in and buy, and then maybe sell at about the $16.50, $17 mark, and take some profits off the table. But until this thing starts actually crossing over the red SMA line, starts moving up, I wouldn't trust it long term. You just don't know where it's going. And it's kind of crazy that it's this cheap, because the revenues are insane, the growth is insane, and longer term, again, it's definitely going to get back to here eventually one day. I just don't know when, but right now it's a pretty decent buying opportunities in my opinion for DraftKings. And then ZNOG, Z-Dizzle, my nizzle, we're close to overvalued. So my opinion is if we do get too overvalued and we don't have any news, I think we're gonna come up, maybe retest that 16-cent mark, and we're probably gonna get pulled back down. So if you think that you missed your entry on this stock for the big spike up, I wouldn't freak out just yet. Okay, I would watch to see how the market reacts on Monday. I do think that on the open we're going to push up a little higher, but I think overall, unless they release anything on Monday or Thursday, I think by Friday you're going to see that we're going to get down to probably about the 12.5-cent mark and things like that. Now, I absolutely hope I'm wrong. Okay, I definitely hope that I am wrong, and that it shoots up, all the way to 35, 40 cents. What would be really cool is if we start making an uptrend and we get back up to about 35 cents, and then we pull back down to about the 28 cents and just explode. That would be a confirmed cup and handle pattern, which is a very, very bullish sign for the stock moving forward. So anyway, guys, just thought I'd provide this update for you. Let me know your picks for the week. Let me know your comments below on the picks for this week for me. Other than that, we will catch you in the next one.